hour. The 5 people that was watching is like, wow, this is great. Everybody else didn't see it though. All right, no sweat. All right, let's go back. All right, this is ISUBK Israelite School. All right, no sweat.
No, we should be Tawab. Everything you said that should post, but I just added the other stream to us so more people can get to us.
All right, no sweat. All right, I guess we can work with that. All right, boom. So they could probably go back, right? All right. So this is a warning for everybody. Just a PSA announcement. If you just now tuning in, you can go back and get the information at the beginning of the class that you might have missed. We had some technical difficulties, and one of the destinations that we were streaming to didn't get the stream. All right. So the brother's setting it up right now, and then you can go back and check the class, the beginning of the class. All right.
And it looks like there's more people coming in.
There's more people. More people go there. Most High in Christ. Shout out to all the people, man, that's coming in right now. Like I said, we had some technical difficulties at the beginning, so you can go back and if you want to rewind, you can actually rewind it while it's going live, and you can still watch everything if you want. But it's a good class, so I implore everybody to share the class if you can. And the camera just went all the way over to the wall.
Yeah, I had to pull the controller up. That was missing too. I got it. So
okay.
All right, we on the money now.
All right.
10 people in the building.
All right, we got.
You want to have me shout out the chat real quick?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and shout out the chat. Let's refocus everybody back in. What are we talking about? We're talking about Venezuela. We're talking about how Trump stole the oil from Venezuela. We're talking about our brothers in Venezuela. We're talking about brotherhood, sisterhood. This is the class tonight, right? This is why we're here. We're here to, inject brotherhood and sisterhood back into, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, all right? So what we're talking about tonight, and we're going to go a little bit further than what we would have went, any other time. We're going to go a little bit more into it. And we're going to keep it moving, all right? Boom. So let's go to Obadiah, and then I'm going to go back to Habakkuk, all right?
All right, this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Right. You would think that the oppressor, he had enough, right? But he doesn't have enough because this is what he chooses to do. He chooses to steal, all right? And we're going to go into more about that as we go into these scriptures. I got some real good scriptures for y'all, all right? All right, so let's go back to Habakkuk, let me see. 2 and 5. I'm just going to go back just a little bit, all right? There's a couple more points I wanted to hit. And then I want to go to Psalm 64 and 1.
All right, I'm getting there right now.
No sweat.
All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Mm-hmm. So that's like I said, that's the philosophies of America, right?
Right.
That's how the oppressor, he transgresses, right? He transgresses by the things that he thinks in his mind, the things that he think is right? Manifest destiny, all of those things that comes along with the philosophy of America. Go ahead.
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Right, because where does the oppressor at? He's in Venezuela when he should be here. Right? And focusing on America first. But everything that Trump ran on when he's talking about, like, he doesn't want to start wars and peace through strength and all that kind of stuff, that's just another way to say to be a bully. And then we see that's what's going on now, peace through strength. And, Trump was talking about not having war. He bombed the Houthis. He bombed Nigeria. He bombed, who else did they bomb?
Houthis, Nigeria.
Venezuela.
And that's it.
Am I missing one? Iran. Damn, you know, for somebody that ran on that he don't want no war, you know, seems to me like that he's constantly engaging in it, right. And he's doing it behind the back of Congress. You know, he said that he didn't tell Congress about it because he didn't want Congress to tip off Maduro, right? Then maybe he might not have been there when they decided to go in there, right? Keep reading.
Khan Adawan Khan. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations.
Now we see that, right? Just focusing everybody back in. You see that, right? He got, doesn't the oppressor gather all the nations? Look at America. It's a melting pot, right? Full of nations, right? Tell me this ain't talking about Esau. Go ahead.
Khan Adawan Khan. And heapeth unto him all people. Verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
We're talking about the oil, right? He taking oil that's not his. Go ahead.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
The thick clay is like the nations. Go ahead.
Khan Adawan Khan. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee?
And say that one more time. They shall what? They shall not what? Shall they not?
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
That's the terrorism.
Right.
That's what's going to happen, right? Keep reading.
And awake that shall vex thee. And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Right. That's a spoil, like a treasure, right? Booty. I used to think the booty. I was like, why is that in the Bible? I'm like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's treasure. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
It goes back to that scripture where it says, shoot at Babylon and spare no arrows. It says, man, let me get y'all real quick. Jeremiah the 50th chapter. Jeremiah the 50th. But hold that though. I'm gonna take you to a precept on this. Jeremiah the 50th chapter. I remember this one. Let me see. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where it says it says, "Oh ye that bend the bow." You know what I'm talking about, Matazapa? All ye that bend the bow. Oh, let me see. I know it's in my brain. I think I got it. I know I ain't going crazy. Hold on.
I think it's Jeremiah 50 and
14. Yep, there you go.
I'm going to it right now.
You got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon.
That's battle formation.
Round about. All ye that bend the bow.
That's battle formation. These are the nations that are going to come against America. Go ahead.
Shoot at her. Spare no arrows. For she hath sinned against the Lord. Continue. Verse 51. Oh, Salakia.
Verse 15.
Verse 15. Salakia.
No sweat. Take your time.
Verse 15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her.
There you go. Now, if we go back to, is it Habakkuk or Habakkuk?
I believe it's Habakkuk, sir.
Okay.
Wrong. I'll look it up.
Boom. Okay, so go back to Habakkuk 2 and
we left that in verse 7.
Yeah, go ahead. And then we'll go down to 8.
Khan Adawan Khan. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
There you go. Right. So that's what's going to happen to America. All of this stuff is not going to go down, unchecked by the Lord.
Right.
Lord's going to make sure all of this stuff gets checked. And now they said Trump is talking. He sent a warning to Mexico. Send a warning to Mexico. Before you know it, we're gonna be going down to Tijuana. We're gonna just be able to drive there. Just get it on. And be like, yo, where you at? Be like, yo, I'm in Tijuana. You know what I mean?
If I could.
Go ahead.
Salaki, if I could, it's almost as if everything the oppressor has done just hasn't been enough. That's why the verse that you brought out was so heavy when you told us to read where it said if robbers had, robbed, and I'm paraphrasing, wouldn't they, stop when they had enough?
Mm-hmm.
When I went down to Mexico, last November, a lot of the resorts had taken over the different parts of the places I had visited, to where when I went to restaurants, the people, that were actually inhabitants were pretty much just beggars. Like as we're at the restaurants, they're, begging for us to, take little trinkets or get a massage and this, that, and the fourth. But the island where I was, or not the island, but the coast and the beach that I was at, the people were oppressed over there in Mexico. And they had already taken pretty much that whole entire space from the people and turned it into a resort for like Carnival and Royal Caribbean and the other places.
Mm-hmm.
And now they want even more from Mexico and Venezuela.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. They said that, Trump's talking about, he issued a warning to them because, he's using that as a way to be able to go in there and, because he's going to tell them, okay, this is, y'all not stopping the flow of drugs. Right. So next thing you know, that president going to be up there, but she's Jewish though. So I don't know if she'll be, maybe we might have to ask Matala Pa about that. I mean, what you think?
She'll let him go in there and take anything you want.
Right.
Yeah. Before you know it, it'd be, all they need is Mexico. Then it'll skip over Panama, but they already got Panama. You know what I mean? Because they already got control of the Panama Canal. So then they would just skip over that and just go right into Venezuela. But then from that point, who's to stop it from going all the way down? Go ahead, sis.
What do you think about him pardoning the president of Honduras who was charged with bringing 400 tons of cocaine?
Well, yeah, because it all goes down to business too. Like people in high places. Like, and Commander General Yohana brought this out. Like, the oppressor, like, everything in the world is not how like people think, and people perceive it to be. Right. Like we're set by a whole set of rules that are not the rules that, let's say, the CIA follows or the MI6.
Right.
What's that other one called? The KGB. Right. Go ahead, Matata Pa. Yeah, we're not. They have, okay, when the government, like the general was breaking it down, when the government sets up a society, right? When people set up a society, the government basically runs the people that's inside of this box a certain way. But then they have another group of people that go out and do all the dirty work, make the shady backdoor deals, go around, start wars, right. Take the treasure from every other country. But then we're over here getting locked up for riding with weed in the car. You see what I'm saying? But they have CIA that's, busting all this stuff in by the truckloads. But, so it's like they play by two sets of rules. And the people that are in the middle in the box, those are the stupid people. Those are the people that's out on the street, protesting, people that vote and, all that kind of stuff. Those are the people that are like, and I think they take a census and do all that just to see who's still asleep. Go ahead.
So if I could, I just wanted to read something that I'll be trying to bring out all the time. This is an article from the Business Insider, and it says an investigation by the EI Universal found that between 2000 and 2012, the U.S. government had an arrangement with the Mexico Sinaloa drug cartel that allowed the organization to smuggle billions of dollars of drugs and provided information on rival cartels. So right. They were able to sell billions and tons of drugs with the DEA, and you were just bringing out the other organizations that did the same thing.
Right. Go ahead, Matala Pa. You might have to come up a little bit.
What I was about to say, so when he's bringing out, and what the sister brought out, is proof that America going into Venezuela is not about drugs or trying to bring back the DARE program or nothing like that.
the DARE. They don't know about the DARE program.
It's literally about the crude oil because of Venezuela's crude oil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said the dare program. You know, the crude oil, because when it was a move by Trump to lock off like China, to lock off Russia, because what was going on was like Russia, Iran, all these different countries, they were able to, they got sanctions from the United States. So what they were able to do was go behind the sanctions, like these other countries, they was able to go behind the sanctions and basically go and do business with Venezuela. But now Venezuela is what that oil reserve is worth $21 trillion. $21 trillion. And if you know anything about Trump, and I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but he just might do it because he's a narcissist. Trump might drop the prices of gas down to $1. And if he do that, look, black people going to love Trump. I'm trying to tell you. It's going to be $1 for gas. He's going to end inflation. if that happens, and I'm not saying it will, because they just going to just, they of course, they're going to take and they're going to rob, and why the hell would they make anything go down? But I think it could be a play that could be coming to make everybody, because the oppressor. Let me, while I'm thinking of that, let me get Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Khan. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad,
Mm-hmm.
and a gift destroyeth the heart.
And what destroys the heart?
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
That $1 gas, that's it. We forgot about the protest that we were supposed to be doing once the SNAP benefits came back.
Right.
I thought we wasn't gonna go out for Christmas or Thanksgiving or Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I thought it was all over when we wasn't gonna get our SNAP benefits. But what happened? They turned it back on. And what did they do? They gave you the gift. And what did that do? Destroyed your heart. Right. And where are we at? In the lines on Black Friday, busting through the door to get the doorbuster sales. Right? Now you fighting with an old lady over the last TV. You know what I mean? Because that's where it is. The gift always destroys the heart. And I guarantee you, mark my word today, because I remember I said they were going to turn the SNAP benefits on. You remember that, don't you? Right. And I said that was going to happen when we was in class. Before it happened, I knew they would, because everybody's like, well, we're going to go out and we're going to rob all the Walmarts. They remember Walmart said, all right, I see what you niggas trying to do. All the food is going to have to be ordered through online to get any food out of here while niggas was talking all that crazy nonsense on TikTok and Instagram. But then they turned the SNAP benefits on, and then now all that just went away. Now, a lot of people are upset about Venezuela and everything like that. Now, once there's any kind of kickback to the people to make things a little bit easier for you, everybody gonna say, well, you know what, it probably was better for Venezuela. You know what I mean? Probably was better for them. That way we can ramp up oil production, and we can get the people back, and they can have jobs, and we can have all these United States companies come in, and they can be the 51st Commonwealth, right? They can end up being just like who? Puerto Rico, right? And that will happen, because we just read it just now, and it says that a gift destroys the heart. All right, boom. Let's get Proverbs 64:1. Do I got any videos over there that's ready to go?
I see a few.
Let me get the True Social.
True Social?
Yeah, let me get the True Social. If you can put it up on the screen, Baba Kashaw. Let's read through the True Social. Let's read with anybody know who True Social is, right? That's Donald Trump, his Twitter page.
You said Proverbs
60 no, not Proverbs, Psalm 64:1. All right, we're gonna read the True Social one. I mean, real quick, right?
I got it on the screen now. So.
All right, no sweat. You can go ahead and read through it. Appreciate it.
All right, this is Donald Trump's page on Truth Social. It says Venezuela is completely surrounded by the largest armada ever assembled in the history of South America.
Mm-hmm.
It will only get bigger.
and the shock to them will be like nothing they have ever seen before, until such time as they return to the United States of America all of the oil, land, and other assets that they previously stole from us.
That they what?
Previously stole.
You see the white man? He the devil. He just literally said that they stole the land. They stole the oil from them. And when they didn't steal anything, they just decided to nationalize the oil and keep it and benefit it for themselves, use it to benefit themselves, right? Go ahead, like any other nation would do. That's what Saudi Arabia does. That's what Iran does. Who else got oil? Saudi Arabia, Iran, Russia, different places around the world. They all do that, right? It's nothing different. Go ahead.
The illegitimate Maduro regime is using oil from these stolen oil fields to finance themselves, drug terrorism, human trafficking, murder, and kidnapping.
Ain't that what America does with all the money that it got? Human trafficking. What else?
Human trafficking, murder, drug terrorism.
Go ahead, Matazapa.
Oh wow, the actual president is brought up on allegations of human trafficking.
Yeah, they real good at projecting, man. Don't they good at projecting, but go ahead.
Got out of one con. For the theft of our assets and many other reasons, including terrorism.
The what? The theft of our what?
Of our assets.
Ain't that what France was saying to Ibrahim Touré over in Burkina Faso? They were saying, "Oh, yeah, you see, you taking that, you're thefting of our assets because we need to use your resources to power up Russia. I mean, to power up France. So you can't do that." And that's with the same thing. You see that, like the lingo that the oppressor uses. Go ahead.
And many other reasons, including terrorism, drug smuggling, and human trafficking. The Venezuelan regime has been designated a foreign terrorist organization. Therefore, today, I am ordering a total and complete blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers going into and out of Venezuela.
Yeah, he took everything. He took the tankers, everything. And now the thing, like I was watching like Chavez, right? I mean, not Chavez, but Maduro. Maduro was the president, right? But he got voted out of office, right? But he stayed in office. He just was like, what? I don't care. So that's why you got like you have a mixed reaction between the Venezuelan people, because you got the people that supported the candidate that actually did win, and then you got people that support Maduro. So it's kind of like a mixed reaction between the country. All right, so it's a video I need you to put up. It was about Jon Stewart. It says what does it say? It says
Venezuela, Iraq.
Yeah, there you go. Right. You might have to play it through 2 times just so that we can so the everybody can see it. All right. Might have to play it through 2 times. But I'm gonna show y'all how the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. All right. You can mute my mic and I'll come back after it's over.
I'm not even gonna play around anymore. Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go. We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
Chemical weapons is a threat to the United States.
Fentanyl poses a chemical weapons threat to the United States.
Al-Qaeda terrorists inside Iraq.
Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere.
If we can get rid of Saddam, it could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom
Can serve as a beacon of hope.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe indeed. I'm not even gonna play around anymore. Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go. We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
Chemical weapons is a threat to the United States.
Fentanyl poses a chemical weapons threat to the United States.
Al-Qaeda terrorists inside Iraq.
Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere.
If we can get rid of Saddam, it could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom
Can serve as a beacon of hope.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe indeed. I'm not even gonna play around anymore. Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go. We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way.
Presser is, man.
Work,
he closing it. Okay, cool. Y'all see how the oppressor, man? It's the same thing between Iraq when they were saying the same nonsense that they was feeding us back in that time. In that time, I was in the world. I was believing it. You know what I mean? I was like, maybe they do got weapons of mass destruction. I want to be safe, But come to find out, it wasn't nothing over there. That's what they were telling us, and that was back in when did they go to Iraq? That was what, like 2000, and that was like the 90s. That was the 90s. I think I was in church in the 90s. Yeah, so that's about the 90s, right? 2003?
It was early 2000s.
That was early 2000s, right? So, wait a minute, okay. What you say? It was under Bush, right? Damn. I didn't think it, because wait a minute, 9/11 happened in what? 2001. Yeah, 2001. Okay, 2001. Okay, so it would have been Operation Desert Storm would have been before that.
It says the U.S. invaded Iraq in March of 2003 based on claims
2003.
Saddam Hussein possessed weapons of mass destruction.
Okay, 2003. There we go. And they pulling the same thing now, in 2026. Same thing, same verbiage. They're saying the same exact thing. And if you're not, smart and understand what the game that's being played, you'll believe it again. 25 years later, the same playbook, that they always use.
The entire region.
All right, boom. Can we go to Psalm 64:1, please? We just got a few more, and then we're gonna be out of here.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right. So the insurrection is like it's like a rebellion, like the rebellion against like the people that are, us, right? And then what is it? What does it say? The what?
The workers of iniquity.
Iniquity is like they're set to do like evil. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like to deliberately be evil. You know what I mean? Like if it's given a chance for them to do the right thing or do what is evil, they're always going to choose to deliberately be evil. All right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword.
Say that one more time.
Who wet their tongue like a sword.
Y'all know what wet is, right? WHET. That's like sharpen, like to sharpen, like if you wet a sword, it's like you sharpen a sword, right? But it said that their tongue is wet, like a say that one more time.
Who wet their tongue like a sword.
Right, they're sharp tongue. Go ahead.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even bitter words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, you get my point. So it's like how they say like they're terrorists, they're drug dealers, they drug smugglers. They say those things that are like sharp things that they say about people. Like they say like the Mexicans are everybody that's coming from Mexico is basically trafficking fentanyl in America. You know what I mean? And so these are the things that they say. Go ahead.
Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Mm-hmm, which is us. Go ahead.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Mm-hmm.
They commune of laying snares privily.
Right. So they commune. So like communing is like they talk about it like deeply, like what's that called? Like a think tank. They have think tanks about this, right? And then when they think about these things and they think about how they come up with these things that they come up with, they figure out a way to do it in private, like away from the public. You know what I mean? What happened with Trump? When Trump didn't tell Congress, You know what I mean? Because he was afraid that Congress would leak it to the public. So he just went on and did it. So like he got with his cabinet, got with Pete Hegseth, you know what I mean? And they went down in the war room and they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to send in SEAL Team 6 or whatever, and we're going to we're going to do it. Nobody going to know. And then by the time they find out about it, it'll already be done. And then we'll already have the oil done. All right? Go ahead. Keep reading.
They commune of laying snares privily.
Mm-hmm.
They say, who shall see them?
Mm-hmm.
They search out iniquities.
Mm-hmm.
They accomplish a diligent search.
Yeah, because they always looking for how they could do evil. You know what I mean? That's like, that's the main goal, you know, always. And they're going to figure out how they can do it and accomplish it. All right, go ahead.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves.
Say that one more time.
So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves.
Didn't we just watch the video? We just watched the video. Like it literally showed, they literally said the same thing.
Right.
Like from the Iraqi conflict, they literally said the same thing. Like they could do it the easy way or we could do it the hard way.
Right.
Weapons of mass destruction. Venezuela, as this is, you know, the fentanyl is the weapons of mass destruction. You know, it's the same parallels between the two. They always make their tongue to fall on themselves because once you do the research, you'll see the game that's being played on you. Right. But there's a lot of people that don't even understand that. You know, there's a lot of people that still say, you know, well, we could all come together, you know. And it's just it's unfortunate, you know, that our people are still jammed up in this way of thinking. Go ahead.
All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of God. For they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord, and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory.
And see, this is one thing that the other tribes got to understand is like, if you got like a prejudice against niggas, man, you're gonna have to put that to the side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the tribes aren't gonna be able to beat the oppressor single, you know what I mean? Singular. It's not gonna happen. You know, we try it, but it just don't work that way. It has to be a concerted effort between the 12 tribes to come together so that we can have the power of the Lord to be with us. Because otherwise, what's going to happen? He just went into, you know, he already got Judah. Judah, oh my God, Judah is just like, I think Judah just, and I could be wrong, but I don't know, man. Judah, because we the trendsetters with a lot of this stuff, man. I think we got it, like we get it the worst. And I'm not saying like, because I mean, we ain't got no oil for nobody to take. We ain't got no oil for nobody to take. You know, we don't even got no festivals, do we? Give me a black festival. Somebody give me one. Don't say Juneteenth. That's African. There's a Polish festival, right? What's the other ones? What's the other one? Italian festival, Polish festival, the Jamaican festival, the Puerto Rican festival. Damn, the Lord did a job on Judah, boy. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
You got Freaknik.
Oh, Freaknik. That's we could definitely do that, right? It was, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, you know what I mean? We got to come together. The tribes got to come together, you know, in all seriousness, man. The tribes got to come together because that's the only way that we're going to be able to fight against the devil. And we've been coming, you know, saying this, you know, for over 50 years. You know, we've been coming to our people telling them that the oppressor is the devil, but, you know, our people still don't listen. I mean, I tell you, I talk to people all the time that is actively still in church, and I waste my time. You know, like every time I get to the point where I'll be like, well, you know what? Let me take some time and start breaking the scripture down to you. And I tell you, I'm like, what's going on? Oh yeah, just got out of church. What did you learn? Nothing. We learned about Ruth. Okay, what you learn about Ruth? We learned about Ruth. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, our people are just, and that goes back to like brainwashing. I know how we hear that word like brainwashing and just the influence that the oppressor has over our minds, but like Black people are the most hard-headedest people in the planet Earth. Because when you go to our people and you say, man, you're the most special people on the earth, man, the church is doing this. You could break down every scripture. You could tell them why they shouldn't celebrate Christmas. And I remember the general said it one time when I saw the video. The general said, man, he said, people just gotta just admit to themselves that everything that we telling them to do, like not eating pork and not eating shellfish and stuff like that. The truth is, you don't care. You know that it's wrong. When you can admit that to yourself, then I think that we will be able to overcome a lot of things that we feel and you know what I mean? When Black people are able to just to admit that, yeah, I hear you, what y'all saying about, we're not supposed to eat crabs. Go ahead. You wanted to say something?
No, I'm just motioning like they be like.
Yeah, just like just be straight up and just say, I know all that's in the Bible, but I don't care. Go ahead.
If I could, I had literally had, a few conversations about, Black traditions being rooted in, oppression, Sunday being on not being a Sabbath, this, that, and the fourth. And that's why I had named my last class, Do You Even Care?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're right. We tell people time and time again, we'll show them clear, concrete facts. And then they go back into just doing the false thing. Like to know that Sabbath is on Saturday and still go to worship on Sunday is just insane to me. That means you don't actually care.
That's you just don't care. Right. The brainwashing is just so heavy on your brain that you just don't care. I mean, you want to go to heaven. You want to, I guess, right? You're a Christian, right? Everybody want to go to heaven. Obviously, nobody's in hell. But that's what you want. But you want to go to heaven, but you don't give a damn about nothing that the Bible is saying or what Jesus says or any of that. Go ahead, Makawar. You got it. Can you speak in the mic so everybody can hear you?
I was talking to somebody today, and they was basically saying they can't keep the Sabbath because they want to live their life to the fullest right now. And right now ain't a time for them to be thinking about the Sabbath. And they know when the Sabbath is. They say from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. And I'm like, well, you can't just chill for 24 hours. I'm like, in my head, I'm just saying that, but I'm listening to the person and they like, well, if I get it all out of me now, when it comes time for me to really want to do it, I'll be able to do it. And the question was asked, so one day you're not going to have the liberty to choose to rest on the Sabbath. You're gonna beg for the Sabbath to come because you're going to be going through so much work. You're going to be working, and that's the only day you get to rest. What you going to do then?
Yeah, I think a lot of times, like with people, they just, it's like we've been so deeply embedded, like with Christianity, that it's just, one of those things where, you just really don't give a damn about anything. And then it's like, who said that you're going to live tomorrow? Who said that? You comfortable, huh? You think that life is promised and you're going to be good. There's a lot of people that's 19 that got killed or 19 that died, 18 that died that wish that they could have had time, right? I bet that's what they was figuring too. That they had time and they was going to live to be 50 and 60. We all say that in our minds, but you don't know how long you're going to live. So why not serve the Lord now, and because we all know that this is just a temporary thing, right? This is temporary. Everything that you do in life, it really does not matter, right? All the arguments, all of that stuff just doesn't matter. It's just, it's all frivolous, beef, all of that, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what matters is serving the Lord. That's what matters, right? All the rest of the stuff, how much stuff can you do? What? Besides doing drugs and getting with hoes, what much more can you do? You exploring what you can do, right? but it ain't really much you can do. So at this point, man, it's like, why suffer sin for a season when you can serve the Lord and be on the good side, the right side of the Lord, right? And be something powerful. I know when I go to the kingdom of heaven, I want power in the kingdom of heaven. I don't want to be in the kingdom of heaven and be the trash man. You know, you still in the kingdom of heaven, still talking about how hard it is. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that we put ourselves in a good position. I want to be able to be one of the 12,000. You know what I mean? I want to have power. I want to have a double portion of food. You know what I mean? I want to have a lot of wives. I want to have land, cows, sheep, goats. I want to eat good. I don't want to be, in the kingdom of heaven, burying bodies. Go ahead.
I just, for those you don't know, when Cap is saying the 12,000, he's talking about the tribe of Judah, because there's going to be 12 from each tribe.
Yeah.
That went over anybody said.
I want to be able to, I don't know. Lord allow. I wouldn't mind going in there talking to Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, we got this going on over here. You know what I'm saying? But most of the people ain't gonna even never talk to him. You're gonna be way back there. You can't even get close to Beyonce. You think you're gonna get close to Christ? To get close to Beyonce is what? $2,000 ticket. You ain't gonna get close to Christ, man. There's gonna be too many people around him. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I want to be, do what I could do here, so that Lord allow I could be in a good spot. You know what I mean? In the next kingdom. All right. Where was we at?
Salakia. We were. Let me get back to it. We left off at Psalms 64 and verse 10. And that was the last.
Oh, that was the last verse. Okay, let me get First Maccabees 8 and 13.
First Maccabees.
Let me see. I think that was it.
Brothers and sisters started.
Here too. Somebody had said something.
Sir, it was a few comments. I'll go ahead and read them. I did put them up while you were talking. And forgive me if I butcher the name, but I think it's Tabak Ganaz. It says Deuteronomy in Spanish, but it says Deuteronomy 33 and 24. And Asher, he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren, and his feet dipped in oil.
That's right.
And then the brother went on to say, 1910 and up, USA stole oil, gold. Today they want lithium from Mexico.
Yeah, there you go. And they go. I think Donald Trump's gonna be on the warpath. I mean, because he don't got to get elected again. So it's like, what the hell?
Right.
He don't care. Go ahead, sis. Well, yeah. I mean, if that oil goes down to $1, Trump's not gonna leave. We're gonna want him to be in there. You know what I'm saying? If he go ahead and talk about.
Isn't that essentially what he was saying was the problem with Maduro?
Yeah.
That Maduro wouldn't leave office?
Yeah, because what they're trying to say is that if Trump gets his oil, because the oil reserve is worth $21 trillion. If he gets that fixes the debt in America. That balances the debt. And then it finishes the debt. And then also it ends inflation. And then guess what? The trucking industry booms because the price of fuel will be so low, and then the you know what I mean, and then the price to actually be able to transport goods is at a low, so that will make the trucking company go up. You know what I mean? So if it happens, shit, they might vote Trump to come back in for a third time. Who knows, sis? I don't know. They might say, well, there ain't nobody else better, And I remember the general said it too. I was talking to, the general said, yeah, everything he said about Trump is right. He said Trump's going to make the money flow. But on the flip side of that, there's going to be zero tolerance on drugs. You know what I mean? Zero tolerance on drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to affect a lot of our people. You know what I'm saying? Who's out there, because a lot of our people are still, hey man, why don't you sit down? Every time you get your hair done, you don't know how to act. he get his hair done, he don't know how to act. You know, they said fentanyl could you look that up real quick? With he classified fentanyl as. I know it's the same thing as when they were talking about what's that called? Crack cocaine. Yeah, Trump classified fentanyl as can't think of it. Slovakia.
1 second, sir.
No sweat. I'm gonna look for this scripture right here real quick.
And I'm holding First Maccabees 8:13 as well.
No sweat. I'm gonna get there with you real quick.
Okay, I found it. I believe this is it right here. This is the White House .gov. It says designating fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
There you go. So, brothers, sisters, there's out there that's still trying to hustle Fetty, the Fetty Wap. You better watch it, because when you get locked up with that now, you're looking at some football numbers, and you're gonna tell on the whole hood too, right? You're looking at some football numbers, and then you never know what could happen. They could disappear you, and you be in Seacots and damn where down in El Salvador. So you better watch out. You better leave the drugs alone. It's time to leave all that alone. Go ahead and get you a slavery somewhere. Figure out what you're good at. If you a scammer, man, you might be good with numbers. You know what I mean? Go ahead and try to, go to accounting school or something. Right. Do something, right? But you're going to have to get out of the life of crime. You know what I mean? Because with AI, we know what I saw, right? I saw a documentary where they use AI now. Like AI can use geofencing. They can they could take a block, right? Let's just say like a block that they suspecting is selling drugs, right? They can take that block, upload it to AI, like the footage, up to AI, right? AI will basically put a genetic footprint on, I hope I'm saying this right, of like how many people goes into this door. You know what I mean? How many people goes into that door? Yes, right. You know what I'm talking about? And they're using AI now that they can say, from AI, the probability of this place right here having being at the trap is highly likely. Right. Go ahead.
Salaki, if I could, I was going to say I made the mistake of walking my dog really late at night, and the cops were circling around, the outside of my neighborhood, and kept circling around me. So the activity for police is going up, whether brothers think they can get away with stuff or not. And Trump is making sure officers have something to do.
Well, you was walking your dog. See, that's why I got a dog, man. See, look, I don't got no dogs, man, because, at this point in my life, man, I'm too lazy for dogs, man. They too needy. I'm cool with a cat, man. Look, catch these mice, you know what I mean? Keep these mice up out of here, you know what I mean? And, cats don't need you for nothing.
Nah, they don't.
You come in the house, a cat look at you and just look back at the wall. They don't need nothing, you know what I'm saying? You could call them, they're not going to come. You know what I'm saying? All they need is to be fed in a litter box, and that's that. Right. And keep all the mice up out of here. All right? Yeah, them dogs, man, they keep you outside in the middle of the night, huh?
Well, so like
the cops, you out there with the cops.
With the cops. He's driving past it in an unmarked car, like.
Oh man, he probably wonder how you afford that dog. Oh man,
they know I'm not robbing nobody if I got a big giant white dog I'm walking.
And it's a King Corso?
No, it's a Dogo Argentinian Mastiff.
That sound expensive. So let's see. Like what? That's a what?
And I was holding First Maccabees 8:13.
Okay, I'm getting there with you right now. I wanted to show. This would be a good one to show y'all how the oppressor is. Hold on. Oh, and I got it all highlighted.
Yeah, if you want to grab that.
Khan. So let me know.
Hold on. Let me know. It was hold on, let me see. Let me look at this real quick. These words are small.
I'm trying to figure out how to add the
Okay, start at 1, and then we're gonna skip down to 12.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
It says, now Judas had heard of the Romans.
Had heard of the who?
Of the Romans.
Uh-huh.
That they were mighty and valiant men. Valiant men.
Valiant
men.
Mm-hmm.
And such as would lovingly accept all that joined themselves unto them.
Mm-hmm.
And make a league of amity with all that came unto them.
Right. So the oppressor is like and we talking about oil now, right? And we talking about how the oppressor, if you align yourself with the oppressor, then he can put you in a good spot, right? And what we see in like different countries where and when you're in league with them, they'll put you up on high. But then when you start to go against what they're about and the things that they represent, then you're considered a terrorist and everything like that, right? Skip down to 13.
Verse 13. Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they would.
Hold on, say that one more time.
Also that whom they would help.
Who they would what?
Who they would help.
So that's how it is. Like it's like America comes in, they help you get to a point. They help you get your they put you in position, right? Go ahead.
To a kingdom,
those reign, right? Those are the people that is going to be good, right? When you're in league with the oppressor, right? Go ahead. Those reign, like those are the people that are going to be in a good spot. Those are the people that's going to be the leaders, right? Go ahead.
And whom again they would, they displace.
There you go. So when the people that is against what the oppressor is about, what happened? They replace you. Right. Like how when they go to, they took Maduro out of there. Now he's up in jail. Now they trying to figure out, okay, who's going to run it? We're going to run it until y'all can figure out somebody to run it. But usually the person that they find and they're going to be okay and acceptable with running Venezuela from this point is going to be somebody that is going to be subservient to what America wants. Otherwise, it's like them letting somebody be a successor to Maduro is them giving you they're giving you a bone. They're throwing you a bone because they don't have to let you do nothing. Right. You get my point? Because they got more guns than you. They got more power than you. They got more military equipment than you, and they got nuclear weapons. So if they let you have a president and they let you do what you do in your country, it's the benevolence of them. They don't need to do any of that because if they wanted to, they could send Dave Chappelle over there to run the damn country.
Right.
If they wanted to. It's like, oh, what? I'll send 50 Cent over there to be the president. What? Play with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it say? When it says, but to whom, hold on, Salakia. It said, to whom again they displace. Go ahead.
Finally, that they were greatly exalted. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house.
This is going into who they are. You know what I mean? The same way as America, but you could read it though.
Wherein 320 men sat in council daily.
Yeah, that's the government. Go ahead.
Consulting away.
Congress, House of Representatives. Go ahead.
For the people. To the end they might be well ordered. And that they committed their government to one man every year.
That's the president.
Right. Who ruled over all their country. And that all were obedient to that one. And that there was neither envy nor emulation among them. In consideration of these things, Judas chose.
I think that was past the point, right? All right, no sweat. All right, boom. So y'all see what's going on here. Let me see. Boom. Let me see. Did I have any more? Zephaniah 2 and 4. And then that'll be it. Zephaniah 2 and 4.
Come on.
Let me get there with you real quick, just to make sure I'm not going past.
I'll be trying to get it on. It's a little difficult with this app, but I got you. Zephaniah 2 and 4.
Yep. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Come. This the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 4.
Wait a minute. I'm tripping. Hold on. Oh no, 2 and you know which one I wanted. 2 and 1.
Come, sir.
Yeah. It's lucky.
This the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Mm-hmm.
Before the decree, bring forth before the day pass of the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Right. So this is us, coming back together, under the Lord, us, doing what we need to do, like Christ said to do, like the Lord said for us to do, the Bible said for us to do. What we've been telling everybody to do is that we have to come back to the Lord. And we see what's happening here in Venezuela is what the oppressor always been doing, and nobody know it better than Judah, huh?
Right.
But and for all our brothers and sisters that's out there, man, if you Venezuelan and whatever, man, look, we need to come together, and we got to get ourselves, right, because the 12 tribes of Israel, we ain't going nowhere, obviously, without each other, because year after year, we keep trying to figure out a way to do it. I mean, people, they Catholics and everything. Don't they think that something's up with that? You know what I mean? Catholics, all that's down in South America, man. They lost in that damn white Jesus down there. That white Jesus, man, is got a hold on a lot of our people down there, man. And they're gonna have to come back to the Lord and understand that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Right? Get up in these classes. Drop something in the bucket. You know what I mean? Drop something in the bucket. Let's not, just for, the world thinks it's 2026, all right? But we really know what the real deal is. But what I'm saying is, whatever it is, 2026, man, let's try something different this year. You know what I mean? Let's try to not do the same things we did last year. You know what I mean? Let's go into this year in a better footing than we was the previous years, right? Let's continue to grow the school. Let's continue to come into this truth, because what the hell? All we're asking you to do is give us, an hour and a half, 2 hours of your day. All right. You give it to your oppressor with no problem at all. Right. So get up in here, get this truth, learn these scriptures, get them broke down. And for the sisters with the super big mouths, not the sisters in here, but the sisters in the world with the super big mouths, get under some brother's foot and learn the damn scriptures the right way, right? Because a lot of sisters be trying to, come with what they heard, in a movie. But learn the right way, man. Come into the truth, man, and get down with the nearest camp leader of your city. You know what I mean? And Lord allow, we'll be here next week and check out the videos that's coming out from the brothers on the rest of the week. All right. And with that being said, go ahead. You want to say something?
All right. And we have a sister that has a question in the chat. CC9153 says, Shalom, Lord in Christ. Sister Cicely, or Salaki, if I messed your name up, First Maccabees 8 and 14 basically meant that they weren't up to the job after they were the displacement, if I'm not mistaken. So let me
hold on, let me see. You said 8 and what? 8 and 14?
8 and 14.
That's what we just was reading, right? Yeah.
Kind of want to let me see. First Maccabees. I think that, yeah, she said First Maccabees 8 and 14. Maybe she meant 13, because that's where it says displace.
I'm not sure.
Let me get there real quick, Salakia.
There's also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, semicolon, and whom again there would they displaced. Finally, that they were greatly exalted. So like it's just like how, you know, like you look in today how the oppressor, like remember when you go into verse 1, it talks about how, you know, how people, they heard about the Romans and they heard about how they got down, and a lot of people that gets down with the Romans, and the Romans are Americans today, same people, right. Same thing. So it's like when you get down with them, they'll help you to your kingdom. You know what I mean? They'll help you. They'll prop you up, and you will be the man, right? You'll be the man in your country. But then if you go against America, then they can make you be a terrorist, right? And they can make the people rejoice over the fact that you got arrested. Y'all see what happened with Maduro? There's people that's happy that Maduro got arrested by Donald Trump. You see what I'm saying? It's like the oppressor can make you or break you.
Right.
If that's as simple as I can put it. All right. Y'all good?
Let me just check the sound real quick.
And go back and watch the beginning of the video, man. Watch the beginning of the video. Please watch the beginning of the video, because I want y'all to be able to see the stuff at the beginning of the class. All right. And with that being said, I think we're good, right? All right, no problem at all, man. Let's go ahead and turn the class over to Precinct Officer Makawar.
You can start reading. I'll go ahead and get the camera on you.
Here's the UPK service security announcements for the new rules of any brother or sister. Brother or sisters off women for 6 months. They'll just be saluted only after 6 months. If any brother or sister is interested in a particular person, they're to seek counsel from the head, tithing, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8. My Aisha is 10th in Hebrew, 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest funds, free will offering. It's not mandatory. Give what you will. Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of Purim, February 19th, and the 20th here at 51 Blue Hand Drive. So all the blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics.
No, you good. Just
all the blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. Get here, man. We're gonna come together, like the Bible says. If any brother wants to become a trooper at a school, start wearing all black boots, pants, shirt, headband, scarf. With that being said, men of Israel, my dream will be to stand. I'm gonna give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Mighty Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat.
God's the time these hands down. So I'm going to turn to the sisters. Give the sisters a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Mighty Barak.
Yahweh Shema, done by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh the top, hands down, class.